So just to explain a little bit more about Earth Company, why do we start Earth Company in the first place, 6 years ago? Both Aska and I have been involved in this area of, international development, social enterprise, nonprofits, philanthropy and things like that. And every now and then we come across these really great leaders doing very needed and important work at the grassroots level. For me, there was this guy, Perlo, in Tibet, where I used to work about 15 years ago. And then for Aska, it was Bella. Aska and Bella met back in Hawaii in 2008-ish, I want to say. And for both of us, we really felt like these are the individuals that should be supported, and that, and their work should really be scaled. And yeah, oftentimes these individuals, aren't, the resources don't actually get delivered to these people. So we really wanted to establish an organization where, these resources do reach these amazing people. That's why we started Earth Company in 2014. So it's been about 6 years. The cause, I think everyone is aware, that of all the socio, economic, environmental issues that surround us, and we can become pretty pessimistic, because of all the issues. And I think a lot of people are aware of these, of these things. And if the whole world lived like an average American, we need 5 Earths. And so if it was for average Japanese, we need 3 Earths. So the standard of living that are being practiced in the so-called advanced countries is really not sustainable, and it shouldn't be replicated in other so-called developing countries. But we really haven't found a really sustainable model today in any country, I think. And so, as the years go on, there are a lot of serious issues that threaten our own survival, mainly, global warming, I think, and due to that, there'll be a lot of climate refugees. It is estimated that there'll be more marine plastic waste than fish in our oceans by 2050. So, yeah, lots of bad news for us. And I think in trying to make our world better, this is a Native American proverb that was shared in the video. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors; we borrow it from our children. I think it's one of my children are actually shouting downstairs, so you can. But the idea is that it's really, we don't own this earth, this property, this whatever our possessions. It's really, if we treat it like we're borrowing everything and we have to pass it on, we have to give it back to our children, I think our outlook on life and our relationship with people, earth, and everything will be quite different. And based on that, we do a number of things. And so there are 4 programs that we run. The Impact Hero program, which is really the focus of today's session. We run a educational program. We also do consulting, and then the last kind of initiative that we have under Earth Company is the operation of where I'm located right now. Yeah, and so yeah, the world is blessed with inspiring change makers, like Bella, like Robin, and they don't necessarily have sufficient resources, whether it be financial, human resources, or others, to really carry on and spread their work. And so what we do is we select one exceptional, one-of-a-kind change maker per year, and we provide them with 3-year comprehensive, holistic supports to really amplify their impact and develop their leadership potential. And we call them Impact Heroes. And so we've selected 5 in the last few years. And the common thread across these Impact Heroes that we've selected are that they're really authentic, passionate, grounded, inspirational lead, and demonstrate strong leadership. They're irreplaceable, and that they're future oriented. And then one thing that is quite unique to our impact heroes is that oftentimes they are the victims of the issues that they're trying to address. So with Bella, she really experienced the violence and the really the turmoil that Timor-Leste went through, and then she experienced that through her life. And for Robin, as explained in the video, it was her sister that passed away during pregnancy due to complication. And so it's really, she wants to prevent more cases like her sister, and that's really at the core of what she wants to do with her life work. And so these impact heroes are from different corners of the Asia Pacific, as you can see on this slide. So Timor-Leste, Indonesia, Philippines, Mauritius, Myanmar, and also engaged in different sectors, right? So Bella is engaged in environmental education and LGBTI issues, Robin on maternity and child health, Kathy on climate change, the climate crisis, and then Wei Wei on peace building. And in addition to the Impact Hero winners, we've also selected finalists in the last couple of rounds. And I want to give a shout out to these amazing changemakers. And so in 2018, we had a number of these finalists to whom we haven't been able to provide systematic support, but we provide support kind of on ad hoc basis when possible. So that's Ram from India, Maheen from Bangladesh, Peter from Bali, Sebastian from Laos, and then Rai from Nepal. And also in the 2019 round, we selected these 4 individuals as finalists: Igo Lamos from Timor-Leste, Garvita from India, Lisa from Samoa, and Sasiranga from Sri Lanka. They're all doing amazing work in their own fields, in their own geographies. What do we actually do in the 3-year period? So we do basically everything and anything. We provide kind of leadership coaching. So how can you better lead your organization, better lead change? And I think that's a really important part of our support. Another aspect is fundraising. So cash is very much needed to really carry out a lot of the activities, and so we provide or we fundraise anywhere between 150 to about 300K. And we ourselves don't have money, so we actually reach out to our network, to our donors, and then see how they'll be willing to support the impact heroes that we select. Marketing support, and I'll touch on this later with specific examples, but as most of you know, the nonprofit organizations really struggle in having effective marketing. So that's something that we provide. Business development, so that means building, starting new businesses, coming up with new ideas for businesses, things like that. And then also management consulting, just in general, how do we better manage organizations? What else can we do to better help their work? This is a timeline. I won't go into details of it. But in the 3 years, we've over time, we've learned that certain things should be done first, certain things should be in the middle, and then other things should be done at the end. So this is kind of a template that we have at the moment that will be customized to each impact hero that we select. Just in overall, in total, we've raised about $800,000 for our impact heroes. And then through that, we've served about 600,000 people. And we've also contributed to the construction of a lot of these facilities on this slide, 2 in Timor-Leste, 2 in Indonesia, mostly Robin's work, There's a clinic in the Palawan that's under construction. We've built a climate change youth center in the Marshalls. We've also done kind of emergency response in Bali, and also contributing to the operations of Yangon Youth Leadership Center in Myanmar. And these are things that Bella would talk more about, but we've raised 50,000 for the Green School in Lublora, 55K for villas as part of ecotourism accommodation, about 100K for the new Bali clinic for Robin, again around 90K for the new clinic in Papua. This is the Indonesian side of Papua. 2018 was really a bad year in terms of natural disasters, so providing emergency response in those different regions. Again, this is the new clinic that's being built in Palawan. This is the youth center that really serves as the home and as the training center for Kathy's work in the Marshall Islands. And this is a image of the Yangon Youth Leadership Center that Weiwei's organization runs. Yeah, so that was very quickly a summary of what we do and what we've done, and that's really we really welcome applications from Impact Hero for the Impact Hero 2021